Hello, 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 everybody. We are live. Crooked glasses. My throat is so scratchy today. Okay. So hopefully you saw yesterday's. If you're watching this on the replay, tell me who you are in the comments and where you're from. And be sure to hit the subscribe button so that you know when new videos come out. We do videos every day. And we go live on Wednesdays and Sundays, and you can sew along with me. Oh my goodness. Excuse me. So yesterday we started our Father's Day pillow, our heart tie pillow. I don't know. Okay. All right. So what I started doing was, I gotta go over here. Okay. What I started doing was just zigzag stitching down the ties. We sprayed everything in place, and now I've just got it setting on a piece of backing, just not regular backing. When you come on, drop a comment and tell us who you are and where you're from. And we're going to keep sewing, so I'm just tacking down the ties so you can see. All I'm doing is just kind of zigzagging down, the edges so that they sit down. And I went back and forth on whether or not to do different colored threads and that kind of thing. And you could, but I'm not, because I couldn't really find anything that I really thought was going to go. Their ties are so busy. That I didn't really have anything that I liked enough, to do all of them in. Now, I will say that the caveat is this. I thought about using a lighter color for this one up here, but then I'm going to have one tie with that odd color. So I think we're just going to stick with black. Okay, so what are you? Hi, Julie from Iowa. Julie, what are you working on? Or are you working on anything? Or are you at work? Let's see. So we want to finish this tomorrow. Okay, hold on. Oh, no. Hang on. Everything's stuck. Hi, Quill Wrench. Hello, Thelma from Arizona. And Madeline. Hi, Madeline. Ouch. Okay, we've hit a little bit of a snag. Hello from, Quebec, Canada. Wow. Hi, Marianne. Okay, so what are you guys working on? Are you working on something for... Are you working on something for Father's Day? Or are you just working on a regular quilt or regular project? What are you doing? Okay, let's get this out of here. On tomorrow's video, if you're making the Father's Day pillow, if you're doing it with ties, I think it's fun with ties. This was a late night brainstorm that I had. If you're doing it with tie, I woke up this morning with a really scratchy throat, and now all of a sudden it's just gotten worse. We had a fierce thunderstorm this afternoon. Oh my God. But the good news is I don't have to water anything in this house this week. Scrappy quilt blocks. Oh, fun. I was going to redo the Ohio Star tonight, but I have to be honest with you. I'm not feeling it. I wanted to get this heart. I wanted to at least get the hearts done. And Quilt Wrench is working on some embroidery. Oh, nice. Oh, for heaven's sakes. You're not gonna cooperate at all on me, are you? Ah, there we go. this whole, I haven't had any problem with this zigzag stitch or anything. And all of a sudden I went to start this one piece up here in the corner, and it just, bird nested something fierce. Okay. Okay, as you come on, be sure to tell us who you are and where you're from. Hope you get feeling better soon. Hi, everyone. Hi, Kim. Yeah, I don't know. You know what? I will say this. My allergies and stuff, just before it rains, like the day before it's gonna rain, just goes crazy. I mean, I have throwing stuff all over me. Oh well. Okay. Here we go. Thank you very much, Tom. All right. Now, let's just. And of course, now not even a hiccup. Okay, so we laid our ties down yesterday. You can go back to yesterday's video and watch part 1. But we and I found the video of where I got the idea for this. So we'll tag her because she has a really darling channel. Hi, Alex. She's a really darling channel, and she does a lot of stuff with baby clothes, baby clothes quilts or college t-shirt quilts or that kind of thing. Wendy J. Haney has some awesome videos of quarter square triangles. Check her out. Oh, yes. I absolutely will. Because I think based on our experience last week, we are very clear that I need a little bit of work. Anyway, so she did this quilt, not really for Father's Day. It was, she did this pillow with, I think it was baby clothes or mom's clothes. Like the some girl's mother had passed away, and so she did this pillow with with scraps of the mom's clothing for the 3 daughters. I think, if I remember correctly, is how it went, and that's what got me thinking about doing with ties. So took the ties, cut the heart out, set the ties down, and then just spray tacked them down. And then, oh gosh, messages. Hold on. Okay. Oh, Janice doesn't have a message up yet. Okay. Hi, Janice. Hi, everybody. Oh, and make sure to hit the thumbs up, please. Hit the thumbs up, and whatever else should you want to live. Throw hearts. Send up floaty hearts. But if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please make sure that you subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you get the notifications. Okay, now I think I have that side down. Okay, now we're just going to go up here and finish this. Okay. Hello, and all the quilters, I'm watching you from Davenport, Iowa. No way. Julie Kelmig is in Davenport, Iowa. Janice, you're both in Davenport. Ah! Never been to Iowa. It always sounds like a very pretty place to visit. Okay. And tell us what you're working on. Are you doing something for Father's Day or no? I just thought this would be a fun little project. What else happened today? Terrible rains, terrible thunderstorm that went on way too long. I mean, we needed the rain. When has it ever rained and somebody said we didn't really need the rain? Okay. Oh, and oh, I missed one there. Okay. Let's get you down. So anyway, the point of this is you could do it with baby clothes. You could do it with like college t-shirts, or if you've got a teenager that just graduated or whatever, stuff from high school or college or all their years growing up. Okay. Let's see. Who's left? This one over here. This one over here. So tonight, I want to get this part done. And then I want to, how often does that happen? I know. Two people in the same town, not just the same state, in the same town. And then I'm not going to worry about, honestly, a little bit of poof. I'm not. Because I think it kind of gives it a little bit of character. Although this one is poofing up a bit. Cleaning off the cutting table, gonna move the table under my big window for the summer. Oh, yeah. I came in for a few minutes just to get some of these started today. And I love having my sewing machine by the window. Okay, well, that's not quite going the way that I had hoped. I think I'm developing a bit of a ripple. Let's see, how can we fix this? We can't. I should have sewn up. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just kind of shift over. This is going to be a mistake that some people might see, but I don't think I have a way around it. I think on some of these, I probably should have sprayed them down a little bit more. I might not have sprayed them down quite enough. Ouch. Especially every single week. Let the ripple be a design feature. Amen, sister. Which is why today I look like I've been like a scalded rat, because we got caught. Let me tell you, it was coming down. Coming down today. I have a lot of resistance under there. Maybe it's in my head. Maybe the resistance is in my head. Okay. I think, honestly, I'm not going to sew that one down anymore because this one's going to overlap it. So I'm just going to use that to, I think we're just going to do that. Because otherwise, it's not getting better. It doesn't seem to be getting better. I mean, the ripple part's gotten a little bit better, but... Okay, so what else today? So, worked the one good thing I will say, well, there's lots of good things about this rain, but what I will say is definitely cooled things off, and that we needed, and we needed rain. Okay, now let's see what this one's done. Okay, all right, let me just do this last one, and then we will go to the next step. And then tomorrow we're going to finish it. Which I didn't think we were going to be able to finish it tomorrow. I thought this was going to take a lot longer. Okay, yay! And I'm almost finished reading, for those of you that are readers, Four Winds by, oh, that's gorgeous. Knit Adjacent. Hello! I don't think I know Knit Adjacent. Have you been here before? Thank you very much for your sweet comment. Thanks for being here. Prep for training. Hello, Jennifer. I got it right, I think, this time. Kelly. Okay. I try and remember everybody's names, but it's getting harder. It's definitely getting harder. Okay. So, anyway, after I saw her, did you go up? Oh, there you go. After I saw her do this with the mom's clothes, tops, you know, they took like a couple of her, I remember, I did, I know, took me a couple of weeks. Okay. After she did it with the mom's, you know, pieces of the mom's tops, that's why they do it for the ties. But you could do it with so many things. You could do it with kid stuff. I was thinking that one fun thing that you could do, especially for like a Mother's Day or Father's Day, is you could do like, yes, you could do the baby clothes, but you could do like kids' old bibs. If you saved any of those. Some people save it all. Some people don't save anything. Okay. All right, now. Now, I just want to make sure I have this one part right. Okay. So now, we spray basted the ties onto the heart that we cut out. Okay. Oh. That's a little wonky over here. Like it's not. Gosh, and I kept trimming it, trying to make it perfect, but anyway. So we sprayed them down onto just a piece of fabric, okay? And then sprayed, and then laid that on top of a piece of batting. Okay, perfectly imperfect. And then we zigzagged them onto a piece of backing. So it'll give it a little bit more stability. Now, our last step for tonight, this is the fabric we're going to use on the front of the pillow. And this is what's going to go on the back. Okay? These cute little bee gnomes. Are they adorable? And I think that the checker thing is going to be fun with it. So, okay, now we're going to cut. So I'm not going to cut exactly, if you do this, I'm not going to cut exactly along the ties. I want to leave parts, like these ties I'm going to leave intact. I'm not going to cut them all the way. And I'm probably going to leave a little bit of a flip there when I stitch down the edges. So I'm going to cut basically around where the heart would be and not necessarily cut right on the heart, on the ties on this one. Sounds like crickets. What else could you do with this that you could make it really like a personalized thing? Baby clothes, baby bibs, you know, college stuff, high school stuff. I don't know, you could do a lot. I'm trying to think of what else you would have other than clothing that you would sew onto something like this. I think that might be it. I hope it's just scratchy throat. That's what I hope. I'm going to proclaim that that's all that it is, and it's nothing more, because I think it's a gram. Okay. Okay. There's the heart. Okay. Now, get these things out of the way, and we're going to cut the background fabric out at 21. I went back and got her measurement. So those of you who watched yesterday's video, and I had no clue what the measurements were. We were going way bigger than what we needed. Then the pillow. My pillow is 20 by 20. And so we're going to go 21 by 21 on the fabric. Okay. So let's go. My brain just stopped there on which way to cut this. So that, I think we'll do this way first. Okay. All right. Oh, there's, hello. There's like grease on that side of the, okay, that's not good. All right. So let's go. We're still going to go 21. Let's see. 21. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Okay. Oh my gosh. I keep hitting the I keep hitting the cutting mat. Oh, good. So let's see, that's 18. Okay, let's not make this harder on ourselves, Angela. Let's just go 21. Let's start there. Okay. My brain's not, I don't know. My brain doesn't seem to want to make the cut. Okay, I'm going to make this easier for myself to work on. Some of you are yelling at your phones right now, and that's okay. If you have to yell at your phone, it's okay. Okay. I feel like I needed a more manageable piece to work with there. And then I don't like this because I think what's happening is it's screwing up the squares, the checks. And I don't want them to be really wonky when I finally get it on there. So let's go. I'm gonna get rid of the salvage edge there. Okay. We're gonna cut this one up here on this right there. Okay. Perfect. Yes. Okay. I always have to stop to make sure I don't miss the comments. Have I changed out my blade yet? Nope. Still cutting. Well, I mean, except for the little parts where it doesn't cut. Okay. Now, let's oh my God. Holy cow. Okay. So now I gotta turn this way. Okay. No. Yes. Yes. Okay, this is right. Oh my God. Let's do, let's go over here first. No. Let's just go right here. And here's the thing. You have a little bit of extra. So I don't know why I'm just, I don't know. My brain's just not, it's not contemplating the cut very well. So rip kayak. I already ripped out two of those ties before you all got here. Just not. Okay. Everything was going so well when I was just sewing the ties on. Okay. I can't tilt you down anymore. That's as far as you tilt. Okay. I'm making this way more complicated than I think it has to be, but that's okay. All right. Now, okay, let's just do this. Make it really easy. I think I want to change out this mat. Every time I go to cut on it, for some reason, it's just not it's not going in the dimension or the way that I want it to. And it just is really starting to. It's just starting to. Okay, now I'm going to go to 21, which is right there. Okay, so now that one's 21, and now this side should be, yeah, just about. And then, God willing, we'll have a 21-inch square. Who thought you'd have to work this hard to cut one square? 21 freaking inches. Okay. All right, everybody, put your arms and legs in. Okay. Okay. $21. Okay. Now, we're going to take the heart. If you've just joined in and you haven't done so, tell us who you are, just your name and where you're from, and be sure to give us a thumbs up if you like this. If you don't like it, then keep your thumbs to yourself. Okay, I think I got most of the loosies off there. All right, now we need to kind of center this. Now, I should warn you, if you're doing the ties, if you do it with ties or something like this, they're thick. Like this is pretty thick. So it's going to be, it's, it is what it is. But yeah, it's a little bit, this is pretty dense. You might not, let's brainstorm this. You might not need the backing. You could probably do away with it if you wanted it to be a little bit of a softer feel, a little bit of a softer hand. But by the same token, I didn't want the ties to start, I didn't want it all to, I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see how we like it like this. You could always separate the ties, cut the ties and really cut the ties up and take out all the innards, for the ties. You could do that too. Okay, so let's try and keep this puppy. I think that's about as even square as it's going to get. I think if I move it over too much, I gotta go back a little bit. Okay, and then there. Okay. And okay. All right. Now we're going to, I almost said, okay, let's cut the heart out. Don't cut another. Don't cut the heart again. I'm going to pin it on here in a couple of places so that she doesn't move. And then we're going to stitch around the edge. Okay. And this. And this. And let's do one more down here. Okay. That's what the front's going to look like. Geez, could this get any busier? Do we like it with that? Well, you know what? You're not always going to love every project that you do. I did a blanket quilt a year or so ago. In fact, I still have it here. I have to back it. I actually bought backing for it. I'm just not that excited about it. Everybody that sees it says it's really pretty, but I'm just like, eh. And I love the way this project is going, but I might do the colors a little differently. But I think I'm going to go with it. Yeah. Okay. Now, it's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot. Okay. So, I'm wondering if I should make my zigzag a little bit more yeah. Okay. So I made my zigzag. It's a great juxtaposition. Okay, thank you. Then I'm gonna keep going with it, Kelly. We're gonna sew. Angela, sew it down before you change your mind again. Okay, here we go. Oh, lift the curtain. No, that's not it. Hello? I want it more. I want it more dense. Okay, I think, and I think I need it longer. I think I need it wider. Yeah. Okay. It's gonna be crazy. Okay, that's better. Okay, so I changed I'll just go back. When I come back around, I'll just cover that other part up. I changed the width to 5 millimeters and the length to like 0.8 millimeters because it wasn't really holding it down. Okay, now what I want to do is for these little pieces here, I think I'm going to sew underneath because I want to leave those, and then I'm going to spray those down, and maybe we'll throw a little tack stitch or something in there. But okay, foot down. I'm probably making this a lot more complicated than it needs to be. But hey. I will say this is another reason. If you're going to use stuff that's going to kind of flop over the edge, if you ever do a project like this, that would be a good reason to use the backing. It's just one of those evenings. Now I have everything sliding all over the place. Okay. Oh, stuff underneath is sliding. Stop. Okay, that's better. Thank you. Thank you. I'll show you what I'm doing here in just a second. Just turn you can watch it. Okay. Would a walking foot help? Walking foot, glass of wine. What I was trying to do was, and I didn't, which I, again, in retrospect, I probably would, and maybe I will do it. I don't know. So where I have these pieces at the bottom of the heart where I don't want these ties to be stitched all the way down. I don't want to stitch through them. I don't want to cut them off. I'm just sewing underneath. I'm sewing the batting and the fabric down. And what I should have done is sprayed the batting and the background fabric, the batting and the fabric that the heart is on. I should have sprayed all those things together so that at least they had some sort of like tackiness to each other, because like right there, they were both sliding. So thank goodness it didn't really ripple everything, because that would have just been, yeah, I'd have just been mad. Okay, I gotta trim a little bit of this stuff away because otherwise I think it might show. Okay. Okay, now we're just going to start right there. Okay. So in answer to your question, I don't know if a walking foot would have helped. Maybe. I mean, I'm not really having a problem getting the fabric through, or it's still pulling itself through. I will say that this buffalo check fabric is pretty light. You know, it's relatively light fabric, and this is pretty heavy. This is pretty dense. So I might rethink that part of it. You might want to stay, again, if you do the ties, I might recommend that you take the stuffing out of the ties. If you know what I mean. You know, there's layers to a tie, and I probably should have done that. Okay, now. Okay, now, and I think, and then, you know, you have the issue of, you have these ties that I don't want to sew all the edges down on. You know, I've got, you know, some that I'm just leaving kind of flopping over. And the fact that I'm trying to talk and sew at the same time. Okay. Okay, I think we're past the hard part now. Let's just see how we're looking. Not bad. Yeah, not bad. Okay. All right. Now, I'm going to finish sewing around the heart. Gosh, that really threw me for a loop. It's just the changes in fabric and the changes in stitch and the changes in kind of like elevation. And so I'm kind of, and then there's a couple of things here where what I'm going to do is, if you can see it, see these I didn't want to sew all the way down, these pieces of the heart. I left them a little bit, so you still got the tie effect. But what I am going to do is I am going to take probably just a hand stitch, like one stitch and stitch kind of at the corner there and at the corner here, because I don't want over time for them to like curl up and then you see all the, then you see her, her slip. It's not attractive. Okay, ladies and gents, I am going to go make dinner. I'm going to try and do something with this hair that just got so rained on. We were trying to save the dirt pile that we're still leveling the yard with. And so we were out there in the pouring down rain trying to put a tarp over it. And I never recovered. I tried to recover, but I just never did. Some stabilizer to the back of your buffalo check. That would make it a little heavier. Janice, that's an excellent idea. Because my fear is that once I put this on the pillow, something else will. This just feels very, very, this is very, very light. So I think I might do that. I think I may, tomorrow before I do our video tomorrow, I think I might run and grab just some of that because that might solve this problem. Thank you, Janice. Okay. Gosh, I enjoyed hanging out with you. This just flew by tonight. The whole day flew by. I couldn't believe it. I looked up and it was like 5 o'clock. So I hope you have a fantastic evening. Thanks for coming by my sewing room. I will see you tomorrow. Have a great morning. That's it. Thumbs up, like, and subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe so you'll get notifications about new videos. And absolutely, Jennifer. I hope you all have a fantastic supper. And I have to go figure out. No, I think I'm doing chicken and fettuccine. Like chicken Alfredo. Chicken Alfredo. That's what I'm doing for dinner. Yeah. Sounds good. All right, guys. Have a fantastic evening. A great tomorrow. Remember, only a 1/4 inch seam. Love you guys. Bye. See you tomorrow. And we'll finish this pillow.